The other thing is try to close all the projects for this current year, right? So we are checking the performance, okay, the budget, do we spend the budget, all the budget or not? So the half years of the whole year, okay, from September to December, maybe November, people working a lot on closing the current year and planning for next year. And their eyes is also always focused on current. Even they are planning for the future, they are still focus their eyes on current because they are doing the paperwork. They are discussed. They are not really, they are trying to get rid of the job done. Okay, they are trying to have their plan done instead of really look at the future. Okay, so that's the problem. That's why I'm saying that what's the short term to them? And in the early of the year, everybody happy for the January because they have a happy new year, right? Should be happy. And the new year have a lot of vacation, right? Even you feel sad, oh, not good, but you still have to, spend a lot of money and the time with the vacations there. So the March to the January actually is the real seasons you are working. You are really putting a lot of efforts to say, okay, I'm acting, okay, instead of just planning and closing the one. So for them, it's really difficult to see what's the short term and the long term, because for them, they are counting calendar. They are counting their company's life as just by jobs, okay, by the desks there. And that's what I realized when in the school, the same, we are always counting on the semester. When I go to the office there, everybody is doing on that one. And they are trying to get rid of the jobs. Okay? Everybody talk about the long-term plan, but what they are doing is the current plan. Okay, not really long-term plan. Okay, so for example, I have an office overseas. I have 17 offices overseas there. Okay, I moved some of them in a different location. I want to say, okay, how about I move you to the other one? I say, no, you cannot do. But I say, why? You keep complaining the location is not good enough, and I'm trying to move you to a better location. He said, no, my location is so bad, but the other area is even bad, even worse. What are you talking about, right? So for me, I said, okay, I always talk to my boss, say, can I move the office to the other place for the long-term goods? Okay, I want to move that one. Okay, to me, they will cost a lot of money and a lot of trouble. Because people, they want to stay as they used to be, even they are complaining, but when you want to move them, they will say, oh, no, right? I said, but I can suffer this kind of complaint. That's fine to me, okay? I don't care. I want to move that one. I said, that's good for the long term. The same thing here. What's the short term and long term? You have to realize what's the long term and short term. Sometimes when you want to have an alternative sources and you want to change it, okay, you will surprisingly to find people in your company, even they are complaining, you have a risk like this one, you have to do this one, you have to do this one. When you really want to do it, they will say, no. Okay, don't do it. Oh, okay, be careful. Blah, 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 blah. Not only they want you to take responsibility, not only they don't want to take responsibility, but surely they don't want to change. They don't want to change the situation. Okay? Not because they don't want to, not only they don't want to take the responsibility, that I don't know why they psychologically they just don't want to change. So there will be challenge that you have to have not only the good reason, but a good process to move them, a good strategy inside and outside. Because you not only fight for in the outside, you have to fight inside. with your colleagues, with your boss, with the other departments. And so that's the real situation. That's why I mean, even the single sourcing have damage there and the high priority issues, but still difficult to change it. So that's the challenge for the real world. In the real world, in the real situations, everything is so unpredictable. But fortunately, okay, if you study hard from a textbook, you always can find some principles help you to know what to do. Okay? So I'm saying that textbook, the academic, the studies programs here as a master or undergraduate students, when what we told actually is useful, but not exactly, but more like the principles tell you how to think, how to do, instead of to do what. Okay. We are not teaching. This is what you should do, but I would say this is the direction you should do. This is the risk. This is the consideration you should take in mind.
But Professor, for example, you're saying the damage in short term. For example, you got a project like emergency project, and you need some supplies, and the supplier doesn't have it, and you are using single sourcing strategy, right? Let's say, why wouldn't you have a mixed sourcing strategy that you, in these kind of critical situations, you can go to another supplier?
Yeah.
Wouldn't companies use that mixed?
As I mentioned, the mixed sourcings, the multiple sourcings will be another story because you will not. I mean, especially when you compete with other companies. Okay. Yeah, single sourcing can be a lower price, lower cost for them. So once you are head to head, then everybody is just kind of how much price you can lower to your customers. So you are missing pricing, you are missing sourcing, we won't have that kind of advantage. So you have to convince them why you have to do that way. Okay. So kind of interesting is that some company will just doing vertical integration. Okay. So you are thinking about what's the real meaning of the vertical integration? Solo sourcing, because you are vertical to your upstream. So your upstream will be the only suppliers to you. Okay, so they are taking more risk. But why are they doing that way? Because they can lower the internal core cost, right? So not every company should go to the vertical integration, right? Unless you realize the risk and you can take advantage for this kind of process.
Would you eliminate the risks if you, for example, when you do with the solar sourcing, with the supplier company a contract, if you are not able to supply in that period of time, we are allowed to, have another supplier to come in. Is that like possible in the contract?
Theoretically, it's possible, but in practically, it not really works because I would say, okay, go ahead. I mean, it's difficult for you to say, okay, you are not satisfied with this quality, then I will go to another one. The other, you have to think about why the other company want to deal with you. They have their own capacity, right? So they are maybe fully booked already. So even you want to buy from them, they are not supplied to you in your quality requirements. So it's very difficult, but it's very important to keep open. Be flexible, keep it open. And sometimes you have to, but depends on what kind of business you are in. Sometimes we will say, this is a good relationship. I always work with this company for 10 years. But 10 years may be too long, maybe 5 years. Then I will stop doing business with them. I will switch to another one. Not only because the other ones have provided better quality, but because I want. I want to make sure, in case of that one, I have a second alternative. I want to train them, because if they're doing a business with you have to ask them to customize your products. So you want to train another company have ability to supply goods to you, not only in quality but also in quantity. quality maybe not always a problem because that's a price, but quantity is a problem. Even you want to pay higher price, but there's no quantity to you, then it still don't work, right? So that's the strategy to doing that. Maybe 3 years we stand, 2 years we stand, and the other years to come. And then I will split a little bit quantity to the other company. Then I will switch from the single to multiple and mix. Okay. But if you work with the one for 10 years, that will be very, very difficult. I would say, oh, well, if I was the manager, I would say, I would think alone, I would think very carefully about should I change it or not, because that kind of change will maybe cause more damage than the risk reduction. Yeah. So that's the whole system. For example, now we have a lot of human resources suppliers. Okay, a lot of companies use the outsourcing laborers. That's the same thing. You don't want to rely on the company. You want to switch it on. You have to be very careful. So sometimes we will, technically, okay, change the partner. But in that case, we have to discuss inside. Say, we should change. Even they are good, but we should change. Otherwise, if you don't discuss this kind of philosophy with the other committee members, they just from the score from the best to the worst, they will always select the best one. But you will be too dependent on the single source. Then you don't have enough know-how for the current situation, for the future. That's okay. So let me finish in few two. Yeah. So that's the one, and the same thing for the multiple sources. That will be upside down, a different position. So that's just want you to understand very quickly. There's no clear answers for which one is better. Depends on many parameters, the situations. But there's some ways to realize what kind of the risk you have to consider when you are doing the single sources and the multiple sources, or you want to change from single to multiple sources. There's a lot of risk you have to consider. But don't worry, that's the value of the manager. Right? Because we are the human, we are the manager, we can deal with this kind of complicated evaluation instead of just, most of the risk is, some of them is dependent, not independent risk. Okay, the risk of A will depend on risk of B. Right? So that's kind of hard, but it's a system. If they have a systematically analysis for that one. Okay. So, and also we mentioned about the project, the final project. So I will see you next week. Okay.